Hi, I'm Sana, and welcome to another episode of the Elder Scrolls Online in chronological order. Alright, in the last episode, I think we just arrived in a new zone. We are in Bunkurai. And to be precise, we're in the city of Evermore. I don't know what we were doing. Surprise, surprise. So let's just read the journal. Right, we had two quests. I remember it split up, and I was like, which one should I focus on? Because they're both the main quests. And I decided that we were going to meet with the Duke. The city of Evermore is in dire straits. King Aemond is dead, and a Reachman army marches towards the city gates even now. The people of Evermore need help, and they need hope. Guard Captain Huron appreciated my assistance in retrieving the Reachman's leader's head. Oh right, I got a head. Yeah, I see, I decapitated something. He suggested that I go to the castle keep and speak to the Duke Renchant at my leisure. Alright, so that's what we're gonna do. Apparently I parked my butt right outside the keep. So let's go and do that. I haven't played in so long.
I would appreciate a word.
I recorded a bunch of videos in advance because, of course, of the construction work that's still going on outside. Like, we're literally at the end of the month, at the end of March, as we're recording this, and they're still not done. If anything, they're probably going to break open the other side of the street now as well, and it's just absolutely horrible. I don't know why. Why am I cursed with all of this construction work outside? But today is a bit of a quiet day, I feel like. So they're mostly working with sand. I think they're ready to close the entire thing up and start putting all the stones back in there. So it's mostly just sand stuff, and it doesn't make nearly as much of a noise. So I figured let's just squeeze in a little bit of recording before it gets too loud again. I have been playing a lot of Guild Wars 2. Not gonna lie, I've been heavily into Guild Wars 2. I'm even into Guild Wars 1 since on the Steam spring sale. Guild Wars 1 was on a 75% off deal. So I got everything. I got the version with the 3 games in one, and I got Eye of the North, and all of it cost me like €12. So I was like, that's a nice deal. And I've been playing Guild Wars 2 for so long now, it would be kind of nice to see where it all began. So we're also playing Guild Wars 1, which is a completely different game, but it's really fun. It's at a much slower pace than Guild Wars 2, but yeah, I've been mostly playing Guild Wars 2, and it's just been a nice deep dive again. But it did make me miss questing in ESO a little, because the questing in ESO is just right up my alley. Like, it is just nice, and it's a bit more of a classic way of questing, obviously, in ESO compared to Guild Wars 2, where you just run around and you just happen to stumble into a quest area, so to say. Whereas here in ESO, you really have to go to a hub, pick up a bunch of quests, and then go and do them and then hand them in. I do like both, but I don't know, there's something about the questing in ESO that is just so nice, with so many stories that just feel like the main story themselves sometimes. Like, the questing is on a different level. So I'm happy to be back and record some stuff. So let's not leave this girl hanging. She asked if we wanted to talk to her, so let's go and talk.
Pardon my intrusion, but I would speak to you on behalf of Queen Argella. I am her handmaiden. The Queen has heard of your recent accomplishments, and she asked me to make a private request on her behalf.
I thought the Duke was in charge.
He is. The Queen stepped aside, but she remains the rightful ruler of the kingdom, and she still cares deeply for its people. Even now, in mourning, she attends to wounded soldiers and refugees in the chapel, but she has other concerns as well.
What's she concerned about?
Quite frankly, she's concerned about the city's defenses. But of course, she cannot publicly question the Duke's policies. This is why we were hoping you could discreetly investigate to see if there's any merit to some of the rumors we've heard.
What do you want me to investigate exactly?
Her Majesty would ask you to inspect the defenses at the East Gate and ask the former guard captain, Sir Jarnet, for his assessment of the Duke's strategy. If you are willing, the Queen also wishes to know why a refugee was put in the stocks.
Okay, I can handle that.
I know Her Majesty would appreciate if you gave these matters the highest priority. After you've completed your investigation, come speak to the Queen at the Chapel of St. Pellin. If there are problems, she should know as soon as possible.
Okay, why do you need me to do all of this?
With the city in such dire straits, the Queen is determined to avoid controversy. If people heard she was inquiring as to the state of the city's defenses, there would be an uproar. If you conduct the inquiries, however, it can be more discreet.
What are you expecting me to find?
If we knew that, we wouldn't have to ask for your assistance.
Oh, I see.
The bottom line
Okay.
is that the Queen deferred to Duke Renshant because she believed he was better suited to defend the city. Now, she simply wants to make sure he's doing a good job.
Is there a reason to believe he isn't?
Just vague rumors. Let's face it, our forces were devastated in the last battle with the Reachmen, and there is no doubt our defenses are stretched thin. We just want to make sure that everything possible is being done to protect the city.
Okay, where can I find Sir Jarnot?
Sadly, I expect you are most likely to find him in the tavern, drinking away his sorrows.
My man.
After Princess Ilara was killed while under his protection, the Queen herself demanded he step down. He was crushed.
So why does the Queen want to consult him now?
By no means does she wish to reinstate him, but Sir Jarnot was the captain of the guard here in Evermore for more than a decade. He was a longtime friend of King Aemond as well. The Queen simply wants to hear his assessment of the city's defenses.
Okay. Okay, we got a bunch of things to do, so let's go and do them. Is that a strange crow? It is a strange crow. I see. I like that it has the name Strange Crow. Does it also look strange? It does not, right? Okay, this is a horrible camera angle. Nah, it does look normal to me. Okay, hello?
This is absurd. I've committed no crime. And they're just gonna leave me here. I would say to Rut, but I will never get that chance. I'll be speared through when the city is taken. And then these damn crows will eat my remains.
Why did they put you in the stocks?
For speaking the truth. Nothing more. The Imperial Army has just conquered the largest city in southern Bankarai. And mark my words, they will come here next.
How do you know all this?
Because I have just come from Holland Stand. The Imperials infiltrated the city and seized it overnight. They enslaved half the population. They will do the same here. But when I suggested this to the guards, they locked me up.
Why would they lock you up for that?
They said I was spreading half-truths and paranoid delusions. They said the people here have had enough fear with the Reachmen and cannot afford to hear my ravings. Please, you must get me out of here. I don't want to be eaten by crows.
I mean, it's not really my business. But I guess I'll see what I can do. It's
silenced. It is the people who are shackled.
Ooh, that's deep. That's deep, Crow. Alright, talking to the strange crow, because apparently it can talk.
The people eye the north with fearful eyes, but it's from the south that the storm approaches.
How are you speaking to me?
With an open mind, one hears truth, however dark it may be.
Are you trying to tell me something? I have the feeling you're trying to tell me something.
No!
So,
Telling has already been done. I am here to listen and to watch.
who are you?
I'm a crow.
Okay.
What more do you need to know?
I guess there's nothing more to say then. Alright, that's unnerving. But okay. Where else is my attention needed? I have to investigate the East Gate and I have to talk to Sir Jarnot, who is at the tavern. Okay. Alright. Another crow. strange crew and a mysterious crate. The defenses at the south gate are far from impressive, but they are as well organized as might be expected. There are, however, a few suspicious-looking crates. Examine the crates. The crates appear to be stocked with fresh supplies, weapons, and armor, and the crates are stamped as cargo from a ship called the what now? The Bulse Queen? I have to report this to the Queen.
No trinkets, but the box has not been opened. The time for gifts has not yet come.
Is that the same crow or just another one?
Great gifts often appear as a surprise, but sometimes the surprise should be spoiled.
Do you know something about this?
I know what I see, but it is not me who needs to know. It's you.
Okay, can you tell me what you know then?
I know this is a desperate city in desperate times, but this is not the gift the city needs.
I'll take your words into consideration. Oh my god, another one just appeared. Okay. Okay. The crows do like to talk in riddles. And we're just not gonna focus on the fact that I am talking to crows that talk back. We have, in fact, lost our minds. Alright, tavern time. Where do we go? He is right here. Hello.
Who are you? Can't you see I'm having a drink with my friend here? Might as well embrace the crows. They're here to stay. If anyone goes, it'll be us, not them.
Did you also talk to crows? Do you know they talk back? What, you don't think the city can defend itself?
With 15 guards and a couple quivers of arrows? Not a chance. Everyone's dead. The king, the prince, the knights and soldiers. The job's almost done, just a few stragglers left. You know who I'm talking about? Me and you, that's who.
Okay, I bet you're fun at parties. So, do you think the Duke is doing a good job?
Wrenchant, sure. He's realistic at least. He knows we can't last a day unless we get some help from the outside. Of course, the new guard captain, Huron, doesn't seem to want any help. The loud brushed off an offer from the Fighters Guild.
He refused an offer to help defend the city?
Sure enough. Huron said he's exploring other options.
That's sus.
Don't know what those options are. Don't hear much down here, though. Say, why don't you ask the crow? I swear the thing's talking.
I heard it too.
Probably knows more than we do. More than me, at least.
Alright, enjoy your drink. Talk to the crows at the inn. Oh, there's a crow right here. Okay.
When there's no knowledge in the tops of towers, check the bottoms of bottles.
How did you get in here? That was kind of my thought. Like, usually birds get shooed out of establishments, right?
One can witness the larger view from on high, but one must come down below to see what hides in shadows.
What is it that hides in the shadows?
The light hides in shadows, but only there can it shed on secrets.
What
A
secrets?
secret told is no secret, but all knowledge has its time.
Okay, I guess I'll have to wait then. Thanks, Crow, for nothing. Alright, we gonna talk to Queen. I don't like all this talk in riddles. Just straight up say what you want to say. Queen?
So much suffering.
That's a nice
So
hat.
much death. Like my husband and my children, this soldier gave her life forevermore. I wish I could offer her more comfort, but I can only pray with her to gods whose mercy I have come to doubt.
sorry, I guess.
Many others are enduring similar losses. I deserve no more compassion than they do.
Humble,
In
aren't
truth,
we?
knowing they share my grief has been a great consolation. You are not here for grieving, though. Is there some official business that demands my attention?
Your handmaiden asked that I report here.
Oh, of course. Glarica told me. I hope you'll forgive her. Her intentions are good, but she misled you. That request was not on my behalf.
Oh.
She can't seem to accept my decision to step aside and let Duke Wrenchand handle all matters of state.
So you don't want to know what I found then?
I would, but at another time. I hope you understand. Losing my family, I just need time, and I believe this is how I can best serve the people right now. If you have concerns about security, though, you must report them to the Duke.
As you wish.
Thank you for respecting my wishes. Perhaps you can convince Glarica to do the same. She's already off again investigating some ship at the docks. These matters are the Duke's concern now, and he has my support. He'll appreciate your help, though.
I'll go speak with the Duke right away. Right, where is the Duke at? Probably at the keep that I wanted to enter the first time. Stable. After not playing for so long, obviously I also kind of forget the stable. This is the carpenter though. Stable.
Have you come look?
I want carry capacity. There we go.
Will this torment cease?
Okay. Back to the Duke. Let's take the view in actually. I don't think I've actually looked around to see what this looks like. It looks really, really nice. I do like medieval fantasy. It is my favorite style in a video game for sure. I like medieval fantasy when there's actually fantasy in a video game. I was keeping an eye on the video game that was released, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and it looked really cool. But as soon as I saw that you could only play in first person and there wasn't really any magic or whatever in the game, I lost interest like right away. And like, we're not playing in first person, and if I can't be some sort of a mage or a spellcaster or whatever, then I'm out. I am out. Unfortunately, because it looks very cool.
That is indeed an immense relief, Yoren. Give us room to breathe. And it doesn't mean we can rest on our laurels.
I know. It's only one victory, Your Grace. But I hope it's a sign of more to come.
I do too, but that's going to require more work on both our parts. And there's nothing for it but to get it done. You're dismissed, Captain.
Okay.
Aha.
Aha.
You must be the hero whose bold deeds Captain Huron was just recounting.
Oh, really?
Retaking the lighthouse may seem trivial.
I did?
At times like these, it's huge.
Oh, is that where I killed the
So you
Reachman?
look like someone I've been hearing quite a bit about. May I ask your name?
Sure. I'm called Willows on the Water. You don't really see that often that I have to say my name. Yeah, it's Willows on the Water. Hi.
As I expected, your reputation precedes you. You've become something of a legend in the kingdoms of the Daggerfall Covenant. You're certainly welcome in Evermore. These are desperate times. Have you seen much of the city?
Yeah, and I've learned some things the Queen wanted me to report.
Indeed. Then by all means, tell me what you discovered.
Alright, let's start with the crates of weapons and supplies at the East Gate.
So you saw those? You are very perceptive.
I saw crates, yeah.
The truth is that we found an ally to help defend the city. I'm not quite ready to make this information public, though.
Yeah, the crates were stampled the Buell Queen.
Yes, that is the ship that transported the supplies. There are more supplies being offloaded even now. Please, if you'll just be patient, I'll share all the details in due time. For now, You must stay away from that ship, though. It's off limits.
If you're telling me that I can't go somewhere, I'm definitely gonna go and snoop around. Let's see. The guards put a refugee in the stocks for talking about the Imperials.
I opened our gates to the refugees, but there are limits, and that man was completely mad. Standing outside the castle, shouting that we were all going to die. The people of Evermore are terrified already. We can't afford such nonsense.
I mean, I understand that, but isn't it a bit too much to put the guy in the stocks? Anyway, the captain Huron turned down an offer from the Fighters Guild.
Oh, yes, I'm well aware of this.
Okay.
It's unfortunate, but the terms the guild demanded were downright rapacious. Furthermore, the number of mercenaries they could actually muster was almost insignificant. It simply wasn't worth it.
Okay, so none of the things that I have uncovered were new to this guy. He knew everything already. So, I kind of feel like a failure at this point. I didn't really come up with something new. That's all I have to report.
Listen, I can tell that you have an inquisitive nature, and I know your intentions are good, but I cannot risk revealing all my plans just
Why
yet.
not?
Suffice to say, I've found a way to protect the city from the Reachmen, and that is what matters.
Are you worried that people will question your plan? Is it an unconventional plan? Are you making pacts with people and things that you shouldn't make pacts with? I have my suspicions.
I'm sure that you realize that with the Reachmen bearing down on us, I have a great many matters to attend to. I absolutely do not wish to be rude, but I must be going. Come back another time and I will endeavor to answer all your questions.
I can't help the city unless you tell me what you're planning.
All right.
So
Cannot be
persuasive.
convinced
Wow,
to
look at
let
that.
this go. You must understand, desperate times call for desperate measures. If those Reachmen take this city, they are going to kill every man, woman, and child. Anything is better than that.
So what's your alternative? If anything is better than that, I really wonder what you're doing.
Hear me out.
Oh boy.
A few weeks ago, Imperial diplomats made an offer. They have a deal with the Reach. If we surrender the city to Imperial authority, the Reachmen cannot attack. Not only will we survive, but will also retain considerable autonomy.
Really? You think you can trust the Imperials? Retain considerable autonomy? Like, no, that's not happening.
We don't have a choice, and at this point, you don't either. Steps are being taken as we speak, and there's nothing you can do to stop us from moving forward. You don't even have any proof with which to raise an alarm.
There's proof on that ship, though, isn't there?
As I said before, the Bulse Queen is off limits
Oh, I
to
said
all
it
but
right.
its crew and the city guard. You've given me no reason to trust you, so at this point, I think I'll say no more.
I mean, right back at you, dude. You've given me no reason to trust you either. Just because you're the Duke, it doesn't mean that you're, like, smart enough to be in charge. If anything, you're just surrendering. You're handing this entire city into the hands of the Imperial? Like, no. That's not right. And I wonder if everyone would agree. If this was a democracy and you would let people vote, I doubt they'll want to be under the Imperial Guard, right? Anywho, we're going to snoop into the boat. Let's see what's on the
Perhaps you're
ship.
right. Maybe I'll just buy a cat and see what happens.
That's the best thing I've ever heard. Just buy a cat and see what happens. I would love to have a cat again. I used to have a cat when I was living with my mom, but when I moved out, I haven't had any pets anymore. I really, really would like another cat. Something to keep you company when you're just sitting here.
Busy right now.
Something to take care of. Cute and cuddly. Although I have to say that the cat at my mom's house, she wasn't really cuddly. She wasn't like a lap cat. She liked to just be in your presence, but not really sit on your lap or whatever. She would just sit next to you on the couch and just be happy that you're sitting next to her. But she wouldn't really come and cuddle or anything. But she was always looking for the presence of us, which was cute.
Hey, you.
Oh,
What are you
it's not a
doing
crow.
slinking around my ship?
Nothing. I'm here to talk to crows, like, you know, it's just a regular Tuesday.
Funny boat. Funny business.
Funny boat.
I want to see what's in the hold, too.
Oh, do you have a key?
Crows on the ship, with the crews on the shore. South by the city wall. One carries the key to open the door. Approach with care, though. Drunk sailors can be salty.
Okay, I'll go and get a key from the crew member. Okay, get a key from a crew member or talk to the ship's captain. I bet that if we talk to the ship's captain, we can bribe them to go and snoop in the boat. I don't really feel like giving my money to pirates or whatever. I think getting a key is a lot more fun. It's not here. Okay. So confident that I run here, but it's not actually here. It's down there? Oh yeah, it is down there. Wait, how do I get there without like hurting myself? Okay, 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 okay. Hi.
I don't take kindly to people snooping around from the sides.
Okay. Thank you for that. I probably have to loot them, don't I? Okay, I think I have a key. I have a key. And let's go back to the ship. Oh, this was a very easy way of getting there, huh? Instead of how I walked. Oh, well. The mountain's a little too fast for me. Okay, I got a key, so nobody's gonna look weird if I just open this thing up. Okay, okay, everyone is mad at me. Okay. Sure. Search the hold. Why are you taken? What the hell?
I think perhaps I had our assignments wrong. I should have checked the stocks and sent you to check the ship.
What happened?
I shouldn't have come here on my own, but I had a feeling the Duke was making bad decisions.
Yeah.
Of course, calling this a bad decision would be an understatement. If we don't do something, he's going to hand the city over to Imperial control.
Yeah, he told me. What do you propose we do?
The Queen is going to have to take charge. If this doesn't knock her into her senses, I don't know what will. We need proof, though. Can you untie me and then look around? Anything to prove what they're planning. I'll meet you out on the docks.
Alright. This handmaiden is working beyond her pay grade, that's for sure. I do think that we need to have the Queen indeed back in charge, maybe. If she knew what the Duke was planning, I doubt that she would just stand by. Right? Orders! Whoa. It's imperative that the capture of Evermore be conducted with great care. The Duke and his guards will help you unload your weapons and armor in sealed crates and place them in a strategic point in the city. Your men should then spread out within the city, wearing plain clothes, and recruit as many citizens as possible. At the predetermined time, your men and their recruits should meet at the weapon cache, arm themselves, and then take control of the city. Those who surrender should be spared. We can always use more slaves. Do not fail. Magus General Septima Tharn. Okay. Now we know the plan. And it ain't good. I mean, surrendering the city to the Imperials is definitely not a good plan. So all of the Imperials are just armed in plebeian clothes and are undercover right now. That's no good.
You just missed it.
Oh.
The ship's captain left the ship and headed toward that alley to the south.
Oh.
She looked like she was in a hurry. What did you find, though? Anything that reveals more about their plans?
Yeah, Imperial spies have infiltrated the city.
The gore-bellied bastards! I knew that ship was carrying more than just supplies. We need to move fast. Can you follow the captain and find out what she's up to? Then take the proof to the Queen. If this doesn't wake her up, nothing will.
I can handle that. What about you?
I'll go and find Sir Jarnet and any other guards who remain loyal. After you've informed the Queen, come and meet me outside the inn.
I'll be there as soon as possible. Spy on Captain Anu in the alley. Oh no, don't make me do a stealth mission. I'm so bad at these things.
Your cargo's unloaded, and I'm here for payment. I hope you don't come to regret this, Huron.
If I come to regret this, I'd probably be dead anyways. I don't expect you to understand, Captain. Here's your payment.
Thanks. When are you and your allies making your move? I want to make sure I'm long gone by then.
We're arming everyone up at the weapons cache in the South Alley in just a few hours. So I'd set sail right away. Kind speed you, Captain.
Okay. The proof that I gathered is nothing more than just some things that I've heard, but I hope that they just take it as proof. I'm assuming that we also took the note that we found on the ship, right, as proof? Like, we need something that's like on paper. Okay.
Somehow I had a feeling I'd see you again.
Yeah.
Tell me, has Glerica gotten herself into trouble this time?
She did.
Or is it that the Duke didn't take kindly to you questioning his decisions?
A little. The Duke is handing the city over to Imperial control.
Oh, come now, you can't expect me to believe that. Has Glerica resorted to trying to deceive me now? This is a jest, right? Surely, Duke Renchant would never even consider such a thing.
Yes, these orders prove it.
I can't believe what I'm reading. How could Renchant be such a fool? Has he given up on defending the kingdom and decided to accept the lesser of two evils?
Yes.
This is simply mad.
So you didn't know anything about this?
Of course not. Though I can blame myself no less. I'm the one who trusted the fool. He's apparently just a damn coward.
Yes.
You know, Aemond told me Renchant was naive. You've now given me proof of this fact.
Okay, will you please take charge? Complete the quest.
If the Imperials take Bankrai, it will be a fatal blow to the Covenant. We can't allow Renchant to do this. Damn it. He's leaving me no choice but to take back the throne. I know Glerica will be pleased to hear that. Where is she, by the way?
She's gone to find Sir Jarnet and any loyal guards.
Smart girl. She always has been. I suppose I should have listened to her.
Yeah, probably.
Very well. We need to do this smoothly. The city has suffered enough. We don't want a battle in the streets. We need to take time to do this right. How much time do we have?
Imperial spies are recruiting citizens and will strike in a few hours.
Gods, there goes that idea. You must root out these spies right away then. Do not use weapons though. That will cause a panic, and I don't want that. Find Glerica and Sir Jarnet and figure out another way. After you've ensured the city is safe, meet me in the castle, and we'll deal with Duke Renchant. The poor fool probably doesn't even realize he's committed treason. May the gods keep you, my courageous friend.
So we shouldn't confront Renchant first?
No, he needs to watch his cowardly little plan crumble first.
Oh, I like her.
I want him demoralized before we confront
him. I like
her
a lot.
I also want to think about exactly what to say. It has to be good, you know.
I know that feeling. You know when you know that you need to confront someone, you just want to have your things prepared to say so that every word stings and hurts and twists the knife even further. Yes. I know exactly that feeling. Okay. I like her. He needs to watch his plan crumble before we confront him. Yeah, that's it. That's a good one. Alright. So we have uncovered a nice plot. I hope that most of the episode was audible. Oh, there was so much noise outside again. I really wonder how much the microphone actually picks up and how much I am actually hearing, because I can see the meters go up, right, as soon as audio gets louder, and even from outside. But then again, when I put the entire video through the editing software and we're normalizing audio levels and whatnot, and I'm making this thing ready for YouTube, I don't know how much ends up actually hearable in the end, you know, if that makes sense. It's also, I tend to forget on which part of the video the most noise is, so it's difficult to skim through the entire video to be like, okay, this is I think where I heard the most noise. I forget that shit again. So I never really check. I just upload the thing and I just hope for the best. So if anything, if you heard anything, then apologies. But it doesn't seem that the deconstructions are over anytime soon. So I'll just have to find some moments to squeeze in some recordings, and I think we did just that. We need to meet with Glarica and Sir Jarnet, and I think we'll do that in the next episode. I think I'm gonna leave this one right here. We've done a quest, we've uncovered the plot. And hopefully there is some action in the next episode. I'd like to take the Duke down. I wouldn't mind that. Anyway, with all of that said, I want to thank you all so much for watching. There is a link in the description below if you want to help out the channel. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!